For David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterback's trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Out wide right, it's Knight. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's take a minute frustrated here and think about UCLA. They'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now, Iamaleava. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up a...
And he's in. Touchdown, UCLA.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rams him with the stiff arm. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quarterback changing the play. Quick give. It's Marshall. He's got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got the back in the middle. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Underwood. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the sack.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Second and long here. They'll run it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Wolverines need to pick it up on 4th down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step in.
That's some bullshit, bro.
Michigan.
Some bullshit.
Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So an 82-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Knight. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point, but this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A delay of game penalty makes second down a little trickier. They need 9. Almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
From the gun, here's Nico Iamaleava. Finds his target. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Knight. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Iamaleava. Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Changing the routes with his receivers. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario for the offense. The good news is they recovered the fumble. The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the number 19 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Midshipmen on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Wolverines in the hurry up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Makes a catch. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Using his feet. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Owens. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man. Knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient.
Snags it, and he's open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's changing the play. Throwing, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This is a is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. The 50, the 40, the 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way and he's dragged down at the 19.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Under pressure. Got a man in the middle. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
defense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive
It's a good
plays.
play.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Wolverines will have it first and 10.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Underwood rushes on. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll run the screen. There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Underwood to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Underwood in the gun on third down. He's going to fire deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws it back. That, friends, is a busted play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Saying in the gun on third down. Looking long. Makes a grab on the shot. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can